HIV treatment mechanism of action. Hello, welcome back to Mark Medicals. Today, let us talk about HIV treatment mechanism of action. Well, lots of you guys have been asking me this question for a long time, but to be frank, I found it very hard to explain not until I was able to draw some poor illustrations which I guess will make many of you laugh. Hope the knowledge you pick up becomes valuable to you, and if it does, please share this video with friends, and subscribe to this channel. Alright. Well, this is very hard to demonstrate, but I have drawn some poor pictures for you guys to understand. Hopefully, you pick up the basic concepts. To understand the answer to HIV treatment mechanism of action, you need a little knowledge about the HIV life cycle. So here we go, guys. Following HIV exposure and by bad luck HIV infection. HIV targets cells of the immune system, or T lymphocytes, with two receptors. One, CD4 cell receptor, and two, co-receptor or CCR5. These cells are commonly known as CD4 cells and belong to the T lymphocytes class. HIV first binds to the CD4 receptor, and for you to be infected, HIV also binds to the co-receptor, and boom. Infection with HIV occurs. After successful HIV fusion with your CD4 cell, HIV breaks into the human CD4 cell, changes its RNA genetic material into viral DNA using a certain enzyme. Then, the viral DNA moves into the cell nucleus, and inserts or integrates itself into the CD4 DNA using another enzyme. Thereafter, HIV uses the CD4 cell resources to make materials required to manufacture HIV particles. These HIV particles use another enzyme to mature into HIV that is capable of infecting other cells. But, how does HIV treatment work? We have so many classes of HIV treatments, and each target and blocks different sites during the HIV life cycle. For instance, 1. Fusion inhibitors block HIV from binding onto the human cell receptors. 2. CCR5 receptors block infection by stopping HIV fusion with the co-receptor. 3. Reverse transcriptase inhibitors block HIV from successfully changing its genetic material RNA into viral DNA. The human DNA will not accept the viral RNA, therefore HIV needs to change its RNA to DNA. 4. Integrase inhibitors block HIV DNA from inserting itself into human DNA. 5. Protease inhibitors block little HIV from further development into mature HIV that is ready to infect other cells. Note that the medication or HIV treatment is a combination of 2, 3, or 4 drugs from each of the above classes. This way, your treatment will successfully stop HIV multiplication into millions of HIV, which eventually destroys your immune system, leading to death from AIDS. Alright. Having said that, if you think this information was interesting for you, support this channel by subscribing. If it is a useless video, hit dislike so that we improve. Also, special thanks to you people who share our videos on different social networks like Facebook and Twitter. Until then, nice time.